Hi guys, welcome back to another video on my channel Idea Burst. There is a forest in the western region of Ireland, a mysterious forest, which is not on any map of the world. It is said that the forest attracts spirits like moths are attracted to light. No one knows what secret is hidden there. Whoever went there never returned. Friends, during this time, a fantasy horror film named The Watchers was released. You must know a great filmmaker like M. Night Shyamalan. This film, The Watcher, has been directed by his sister Ishana Night. It is a great fantasy film. To understand the story, watch it till the end. The story of the film begins with a mysterious forest. A man trapped in the same forest was trying to get out. It was difficult to understand the direction, so he was moving forward looking at the sun, but it was about to be evening. Strangely, there were signboards at various places in the forest on which was written Point of Northern. Even after the sun set, this man was moving forward, but trouble was visible on his face. It was clearly visible that while running, he again reaches near the same sign which he had just passed by. This means that either he is going round and round, or there is something else. All the birds fly away from the trees before it gets dark. This man had understood that now he cannot get out of this forest. There was no place to hide, so he started climbing a tree. It was just lucky that he fell down from a high place. Now it was dark, and then something pulled this man. In the end, we could only hear his painful screams. Praise. After 6 days, we meet an American girl named Mina. Mina has come to the island, and these days she works in a pet store. Mina does not look very happy to us. Maybe something had happened in her life. She was also lonely. She did not have many friends or boyfriend. There was a special kind of parrot in their store, which was bought by a zoo. So Mina's boss told him that he was a pet. He gives her the task to take the parrot to the zoo herself. Mina was ready to do this. She brings the parrot home with her because she was going to leave tomorrow. This parrot is not able to speak a few words. At night, we see that Mina wears a wig and goes to a bar here where she meets a man but gives a false name and profession. This proves that she is not serious about her life, and she likes to stay alone. This was also the reason behind coming to this country, that she wanted to stay away from her family. So the next day, Mina leaves for her journey with the parrot. After traveling the whole day, when it was around evening, she entered the jungle. They mysteriously reached the middle of the jungle. She did not get a chance to understand. When she gets down from the car in the hope that maybe there is someone around who can help her, she gets lost. This is the same jungle in which the man got lost. Was he alive or dead? Mina was also scared. Suddenly, birds fly away from this forest. Mina was moving forward with the parrot. She was also feeling the presence of someone nearby. Meanwhile, the ground started shaking. Mina got scared, and then she saw an old woman who was running. Mina chases her and calls out to her. For a moment, Mina lost the woman, but she calls from a distance. There was probably a house there. She tells Mina that if you love your life, then come inside quickly. Mina runs towards her, and as soon as they reach there, the woman locks the door. This was not a house. It was a big and strange room because instead of the wall in front, there was a big mirror. Apart from this old woman, there were 2 more people here. A girl named Kira and a boy named Daniel. Mina asks, "What kind of place is this?" The name of this old woman was Madeleine. She tells that actually this is a cage, but for us it is a cage. There is a safe house here. We are safe. We also went to this jungle like you. I don't want to scare you, but we have very little time. They are coming to see us, so we all have to stand in front of the mirror. Mina asks who are the people coming to see us. Madeleine tells her that they are the Watchers. Kira explains to her that there is nothing to be afraid of. Everything will be fine. They all stand in a line. Mina is told what is outside, but everyone else knew. Madeleine says that she is happy that you have come. She tells her to go ahead, and then strange sounds start echoing in the forest. Madeleine says that they are clapping for you. We are shown a view of the forest from which we can guess that these people are bad people. The ones whom Madeleine is calling Watchers are not shown to us, nor has Mina seen them. Anyway, the night is passing. These people could have come out now. The Watchers come out only in the darkness of the night. Mina starts leaving from there. Tira tells her that this is not a good idea. You will go in this jungle. We have to come back here before nightfall. Mina does not listen to her and she starts going from there with her parrot, but she also sees the same sign, point up North Eaton. While walking, she also starts seeing someone. She runs in the direction of the sun but is unable to get out of the jungle. Instead, she reaches a dead end. She is forced to come back. Madeleine gives her courage that she is not the only one who tried to get out of here. We all tried, but there is no way to get out. This jungle attracts spirits towards itself, shows strange things. It can make you mad, so stay with us for now. This jungle is a hunter, and we are its prey. Madeleine shows her the signboard that you will see these at various places in the jungle. These are put up in a circular shape at a distance of half a day from the save house. If you go beyond this, it will be difficult to return, so do not ignore it. Mina asks, who made all this? Then Madeleine replies that Kira calls her, the professor, made all this. After this, Mina stays there for some time. The same thing happens the next night too. The poachers come to see them. Kira dances in front of them. She says that they like it. It was a one-way mirror so they could only see themselves. Now it was not like they had to stand in front of the mirror every night. They could do whatever they wanted. Outside this room, the watchers used to observe them as if they were trying to know them. It was strange that this small room in the middle of the jungle had its own electricity. Madeleine had been here for a long time. Kiro and Daniel had been here for only a few months. There was danger of the watchers at night, but they had to survive during the day as well. They would bring whatever food they found in the jungle. There was also a TV in the safe house to pass time. Next day, when Mina went to the jungle with Kita, she went to sleep. Mina had gone on a search and asks, what did these watchers want from us? Kira replies that she cannot say it with certainty, but Madeleine has an arrow which can see us, but if we see them, we will go mad. Kira shows Mina a deep pit and says that during the day, water remains inside the ground. Hundreds of such pits are present in the forest, and there is also an underground tunnel system below. We are not allowed to go near it, but this matter will remain between us only. Mina is surprised to know that Kira and her husband have been here for 6 months. Kira's husband's name was John, and John has been out to find a way for 6 days. Kira hopes that he will bring help, but in reality, John was the same man whom we saw in the beginning of the film. Later, Madeleine, Kira, and Daniel explain some rules to Mina that if she wants to stay alive, then she will have to follow these rules. The first rule was that at night, the second rule was that she would not beat the mirror after dark. The third rule was that she would never go near those pits. She would always stay in the light. That night when everyone was sleeping, Mina put her ear to the mirror and tried to listen to who could be outside. When she did not hear any sound, she broke one rule. She showed her back to the mirror, which angered the watchers. They started beating the glass loudly. Madeleine asked her to stand in front of them so that their anger could subside. Mina did not want to get trapped like everyone else. So the next day when she went hunting with Daniel, she asked Daniel if he had seen any watcher till date. His answer was no. I have not seen anyone till date. She also had a doubt in her heart that maybe this was a story made up by Madeleine. So after convincing Daniel, she went into the pit. This was quite a surprise. Daniel was also very deep and wanted to know the truth. What is down there? Mina finds a lot of stuff there, human stuff, which must have belonged to the people trapped here. There was a camera, a bicycle, and some other stuff. With the help of rope, Mina and Daniel bring some things upstairs, but then Mina sees something in the dark which cannot be seen in the light. They come to Madeleine with these things, but do not tell her the truth that Mina went downstairs. Instead, they say that they found these things in the jungle. Madeleine had been here for a long time. She knew where they must have found these things. She asks Mina many times to tell what she saw, but Mina does not tell the truth. The purpose of bringing the cycle was that they will be able to travel more in less time. Daniel uses the camera Mina got as a CCTV camera and installs it outside so that they can see the watchers. Madeleine does not stop them, but she knew that the result will be bad. At night, they were all sitting, but the watchers had not come yet. Instead, there is a knock on the door. Whoever was outside, his picture was not visible. This has never happened before. Then he started talking in John's voice. Hearing her husband's voice, Kira wanted to open the door, but Madeleine stopped her. She stops him, saying that it can't be John. Madeleine was very upset. Madeleine says that she has to ask him a question that only he and she would know. Kira asks about a book which John should have known about, but he is unable to give the right answer, which proves that it is not John, although he looked like him and talked like him. He breaks the camera, and then suddenly the watchers get angry and start breaking the glass, which frightens them. Luckily, they don't come inside. The next day, Mina and Daniel are forced to tell Madeleine the truth. She is very disappointed that they broke the rules. Anyway, she throws all the stuff back in the hole, and Mina has to stay here unwillingly. Time passes, and winter comes. These people were still living here. They go to the forest during the day to find food and return to the apple house at night. Mina had also made a map so that she could find a way out. Here we are shown Mina's past, that why she does not meet her family. Actually, in her family, only her sister was there who got married. When Mina was young, due to her mistake, her mother had a car accident in which she died, and even after 15 years, she did not get over this regret. This was the reason why she was sad all the time. Kira was now losing hope. She understood that her husband was dead. So one day she tries to commit suicide by going near the pit, but Mina stops her. That day, Madeleine and Daniel also had a fight. In the winter season, they were not able to see properly, due to which they were losing their mental balance. So Daniel goes to the safe house with Kara. Leaving Madeleine and Mina outside, it was going to be evening soon. These people request Daniel to let them in, but he closes the door. The door was not opening. Madeleine and Mina had to hide under a cut tree. As soon as it became dark, the watchers started coming towards this side. For the first time, Mina and we, the audience, can see a light glimpse of these creatures. They are tall, sharp, and very dangerous. When they came to know that Mina and Madeleine are not there, they got angry and started searching for them in the forest. Mina and Madeleine get a chance. They come close to the door and somehow convince Daniel. He opens the door. These people came inside immediately. Middle line was very angry with Daniel, but they broke a lot of rules, so now they might not be able to escape. Middle line tells everyone that I had hidden one thing from you all. I am not a person in this forest. Rather, I came here studying old mythology, in search of this creature which is found in stories. Some people call them changelings and some call them fairies. After coming here, I came to know that it is a demon. I saw this in the forest. I have also seen these fairies can change their form. The one I saw looked like me, only her face was disfigured, and she was much thinner than me. Actually, they are learning, so they come to see us every night so that they can understand us and imitate us. They want to become like us. For so many months, they had heard voices from outside. They were speaking exactly like them. Now they wanted to come inside. This strong iron door cannot stop them because they are very powerful. At that very moment, Daniel saw something on the door. There was a bunker door. These people immediately went into the bunker. Everyone was surprised that this was here for so long, and they did not even know. There was a lot of stuff of many years in this bunker. Actually, the man who built this place was named Martin, who is called the Professor. This bunker belonged to him. He had come to know about these fairies. He wanted to create a world where humans and fairies lived together. That is, it would have been a wonderland. There was a computer in this bunker too, but there was no internet in it. Mina recorded in it. She started looking at the files, which gave her a lot of information about the professor. Now, why are these fairies here? We will know in a little while, but the professor had built this place with the blood of common people. He used to bring them here by luring them with money, and as soon as it got dark, the watchers, i.e. the fairies, used to attack and kill them. Since the professor knew the secret, he would keep quiet here. Then the professor found one of these fairies which was different from the rest, and he brought it here, but slowly both of them turned against each other. This was a lot of information, but Mina wanted to know what happened in the end, so she plays the last file in which the professor was about to kill himself and that fairy. But before dying, he tells them the way to get out of here. For those who are trapped here, he says that follow the birds, they will throw you out of the forest, and if you escape alive, then who made all this? Then Madeleine replies that Kira calls her the professor made all this. After this, Mina stays there for some time. The same thing happens the next night too. The poachers come to see them. Kira dances in front of them. She says that they like it. It was a one-way mirror so they could only see themselves. Now, it was not like they had to stand in front of the mirror every night. They could do whatever they wanted. Outside this room, the watchers used to observe them as if they were trying to know them. It was strange that this small room in the middle of the jungle had its own electricity. Madeleine had been here for a long time. Kiro and Daniel had been here for only a few months. There was danger of the watchers at night, but they had to survive during the day as well. They would bring whatever food they found in the jungle. There was also a TV in the safe house to pass time. Next day, when Mina went to the jungle with Kita, she went to sleep. Mina had gone on a search and asks, "What do these watchers want from us?" Kira replies that she cannot say it with certainty, but Madeleine has an arrow which can see us, but if we see them, we will go mad. Kira shows Mina a deep pit and says that during the day, water remains inside the ground. Hundreds of such pits are present in the forest, and there is also an underground tunnel system below. We are not allowed to go near it, but this matter will remain between us only. Mina is surprised to know that Kira and her husband have been here for 6 months. Kira's husband's name was John, and John has been out to find a way for 6 days. Kira hopes that he will bring help, but in reality, John was the same man whom we saw in the beginning of the film. Later, Madeleine, Kira, and Daniel explain some rules to Mina that if she wants to stay alive, then she will have to follow these rules. The first rule was that at night, the second rule was that she would not beat the mirror after dark. The third rule was that she would never go near those pits. She would always stay in the light. That night when everyone was sleeping, Mina put her ear to the mirror and tried to listen to who could be outside. When she did not hear any sound, she broke one rule. She showed her back to the mirror, which angered the watchers. They started beating the glass loudly. Madeleine asked her to stand in front of them so that their anger could subside. Mina did not want to get trapped like everyone else. So the next day, when she went hunting with Daniel, she asked Daniel if he had seen any watcher till date. His answer was no. "I have not seen anyone till date." She also had a doubt in her heart that maybe this was a story made up by Madeleine. So after convincing Daniel, she went into the pit. This was quite a surprise. Daniel was also very deep and wanted to know the truth. What is down there? Mina finds a lot of stuff there, human stuff, which must have belonged to the people trapped here. There was a camera, a bicycle, and some other stuff. She made all that to live, which means that Madeleine, who was there, was not a human, but a half-breed, i.e., an Addy fairy, an Addy human. She was with them the whole time. She was the only one who was waiting to get out of there. But at the same time, it was revealed that the Kira with whom Mina was talking was actually Madeleine, who had taken the form of Kira. As soon as the real Kira comes, Midline knocks her unconscious. Now she was going to kill Mina too, so that her secret remains intact. Midline says that everyone in that jungle called me strange. I was the only one who could come out even during the day. They did not like my being different, and they threw me out. But Mina tells her the truth that she is not different, but she is special, i.e., a half-breed. She is an Addy human. Madeleine did not know that in the past, some fairy had children with humans. Mina explains to her that she will not tell anyone about this, and that there will be more like her. After knowing that fairies are still in the world, Madeleine's magic returned, and so did her wings. She leaves Mina alive and flies away. The story is shown a few weeks later, where Mina had come to stay with her sister because the incident in the forest had changed her. She tells her about Madeleine that even now I feel as if she is following me. I often see her as a little girl. Maybe she has not found anyone else of her species. These two are twins. Anyway, Mina's sister encourages her that everything will be fine, and in the end, we are shown a little girl who is actually the fairy Madeleine, who is roaming in the world in this form. The film ends with this. The The story of the fairies was actually that they lived peacefully with humans for centuries. Fairies had magic and wings. It was true that there were even some children who were born from the combination of humans and fairies, i.e., hybrids. Then it happened that humans. He turned against the fairies and buried them underground. With time, those fairies lost their powers and became new, meaning they had forgotten that they were fairies. There was a curse on that forest. These fairies cannot come out of there now because as soon as the sun rises, they have to go underground. But a breed like Madeleine could live in the human world. She did not know the way out, but now she knew and came out of there. The professor had made that bunker in the forest, or that strange room, with the sole purpose of seeing his wife again. Well, it is possible that Madeleine finds fairies like her, or she may be the only one. This film is good to watch. We hope you liked our explanation, so don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.